Peace and blessings, love bugs. Welcome to the first Pick a Power reading of 2022. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If I know you guys from Twitter, thanks for following me over to a different platform. It's gonna still be the same shitness. So I wanted to go ahead and start Aquarius season off with a pick a pile for the energy around the Mercury retrograde. So take a few moments, inhale, exhale, 3 deep breaths, right? 3 mindful breaths. Get yourself centered. Look at which pile resonates with you the most. And then go ahead and pick a number. So as you know, Mercury is in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, and whenever we have a planet in retrograde, it forces us to turn inward and stop focusing on the energy that is going on around us, but what's going on within us. So this is the perfect time to kind of like self-reflect and see in what areas that you can improve on, especially when it comes to communication, how you express yourself, also being in tune with your emotions, anything that may come up, past people spinning the block, things of that nature. Make sure you are being intentional, right, with each interaction. If people are trying to bring you drama, ignore it. You know, this is not the time. Things could be totally screwed and lost in translation, and you don't want to get caught up in that. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm trying to keep this more I guess oracle, tarot, intuitive reading base, but if you guys would like to see me do astrology videos without incorporating tarot, let me know in the comments. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with pile 1, which is, I believe this is Blue Tiger's Eye. And all I did was shuffle a few cards for, what is it, yesterday. I shuffled a few cards and I did not look at them. All right, so for the tarot cards, we have the 7 of Cups. Also, shout out to my nail plug, Claude by Stacy. I will go ahead and plug her Instagram link in the comments, and then make sure you guys shop with her, support Black businesses. All right, so we have the 2 wands in reverse. This is the Tarot of Dreams tarot deck. The 6 of Swords in reverse. A lot of stuck energy here. And then we have the Emperor, right? So a need to take action. So let's go ahead and get into our new numerology cards. So we have the Environment card. We also have what did I just do? Oh, I know what I just did. Sorry, kind of ghetto. All right, self-love card, music, happy ending, and spiritual career. All right. As far as the oracle card, ooh, wow. Why are the affirmation cards on your ass? Because we have the 7 of Cups here, the 6 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands in reverse. And right off the back, I'm picking up like you guys are kind of stuck. I feel like a little bit of the energy from last year is, see, I don't start saying happy new year until Aries season start, because the stank of last year is still here. But anyway, so we have options and vitality, which is definitely that Emperor energy, and then the 7 of Cups, but kind of not knowing which way to go. So I feel like you guys are kind of at a standstill, but we'll get into that. So we have inspired thoughts, future you now, like I said, yeah, giving and receiving at a standstill, not really knowing which way to take, even though I feel like deep down you guys already know what you should be doing, but because of the lack of results for something, you guys are kind of like being stuck. You're kind of stuck. So we have the this is the law of attraction from the Island Wellness, and then I have the numerology guidance cards. I'll make sure to include each deck in the description box. So we have the what is this deck? Shit. The Moonology manifestation card. So we have full moon in Pisces, forgive. We have first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power, and Aries Emperor energy right there. Then we have full moon in Scorpio, breathe through the tension. So I do have my own personal little cards, and then we have 1 week. Somebody's getting communication from somebody they've been wanting to speak with in 1 week. Then we have Pluto energy here, which is all about transformation, our power struggles, death and rebirth. I feel like how we have the first quarter moon and Aries card here, some of you, and the Emperor energy here, some of you had to go through these rough patches, right? Had to go through these kind of trials, these tribulations, these hiccups, these bumps in the road, whatever you want to call it, in order to get to this next chapter that you're entering into, because the lessons that you learn is not only helping you level up, but it's making you realize your own power, right? You're kind of maneuvering and seeing through some of the bullshit, right? I also heard patterns. So past patterns that were kind of keeping you, preventing you from actually tapping into whatever this could be that's next. For some people, this is finances, right? This is something that is going to bring you in a lot of abundance. It could be through music or a spiritual career, where you had to kind of go through these ups and downs to not only realize your own power, but get rid of like some of these old behavioral patterns that was kind of preventing you from moving forward. Some of you are closing out of a karmic cycle with a karmic, and it got you in your feelings. That full moon in Scorpio, something came to light, right? And I feel like this was maybe with the start of the year, or it's something that will be coming to light before the end of this year. And I feel like you're going to I feel like whatever it is, you're finally going to be putting yourselves first. You could be dealing with the Scorpio, could be dealing with the Aries. I want to say could be even dealing with the Aquarius, Pisces. We also have, I feel like Cancer may resonate with here. This person could be a Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Mars as well, Aries Mars, Aries Venus is what I'm picking up on as well. Pisces Sun, Moon and Rising. But yeah, like I said, this chapter, these rough patches, these lessons is helping you build your, I know you can barely see this, confidence, and forcing you to listen to your intuition. You guys have to trust your intuition more. So now we have giving and receiving, and I feel like that's a major lesson that's going to be coming up through this Mercury retrograde, right? So a lot of us get stuck, or our manifestations appear to be stuck, or like they're not coming through because we always want to be on the receiving end. But everything in life, there has to be like balance. So there has to be a balance between giving and receiving, but also giving unto yourself. So I feel like a lot of people who may resonate with this pile, they pour into other people, hence that karmic relationship. It wasn't the one, even though you may have thought they were the one. And I feel like you guys have poured into this person to yield nothing tangible in return, and it dented your personality, right? Or it made you feel less than, a little bit unworthy, because it was forcing you to address some inner child wounds, right? Around self-worth and abandonment. I feel like this person has a habit of ghosting. They're very inconsistent, inconsiderate, right? Kind of smashing, disappear type of energy for some of you guys. So now's the time to take that same energy that you've been pouring into other people and give to yourself, right? There needs to be reciprocity in a lot of that you do, right? Especially when dealing with other people, even when manifesting, right? You can't always be on the receiving end. So it's sometimes you need to give, whether it's your time through charitable acts. Time is a big one, you know. I used to go downtown when I was younger with my mom and feed the homeless, and that was something that brought me such a sense of accomplishment, but also helped grounded me, because a lot of times we get caught up in our situations like, oh my gosh, I don't have this, I wish I could do that, like, oh, I pay my bills but I don't have any money to go shopping or stuff like that. Sometimes the blessing is just having your in this chapter of your life is just having your bills paid, right? Remember, and that's not to discredit anyone's feelings, but at the end of the day, like, the panini press is still pressing. A lot of people are going without jobs, without financial stability, and if you are able to pay your bills every month without them being late, that's something definitely to be grateful for. Also heard gratitude as I was getting that little spiel out. A lot of you guys are blocking your own blessings because you're looking at what your situation looks like now and you can't find anything to be grateful for. So even through the midst of the storms, right, we have something to be grateful for. My favorite saying used to be, even if you're just grateful for the toothpaste and the toothbrush, so you don't have to walk around with stank ass breath all day, that is something to be grateful for. And the more you show gratitude and give thanks, makes room for you to receive. So giving thanks, giving and expressing gratitude, you know, that ebb and flow between giving and receiving, right? So keep that in mind. So I do feel like some of you guys have some issues going on within your environment. I just heard family. So this retrograde may be bringing up how you deal with family issues, finding your own voice, even maybe starting to look for your own place. Even though you want to be careful with signing contracts, making sure all of the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. But I feel like by the end of this period, you're going to be getting your happy ending. I see some type of new business for some of you guys starting. It could be a tarot business. It could be a channel right here on YouTube. You guys putting your music out there. Pisces energy here. So it's very creative, dreamy energy. I'm a Pisces midhaven and look at what I do. So definitely some occult businesses, tapping into astro more, learning more. But with Pluto energy here, that's also Scorpio energy. I feel like you guys had to go, you guys are going through this deeper transformation because that's what's leading you to your happy ending. Shedding away old layers that kind of have you just not necessarily making the best decisions for yourself, because I feel like this group, you guys kind of struggle with letting go of control, but also struggle seeing the value in yourself. So you put up with shit that you shouldn't be putting up with, especially when it comes to relationships. And I'm not even going to limit this to romantic relationships, but also platonic, as well as, like, you know, family relationships. It's time for you guys to essentially boss up, step into that Emperor energy, right? Get clear on what it is that you want, manifest that shit. Future you now. You're already the person that you that is deserving. You have arrived, but it's time for you to see it. That self-love energy. So keep that in mind. Can't see it because of nails, but self-love energy. And this card is red, and then we have orange and yellow here. And even with the environment card, I feel like definitely some issues within the home life, and that's what kind of keeps stirring those inner child wounds, why you haven't been able to heal it, because you're living in the midst of the people that caused you your trauma. So definitely heavy heart chakra energy, solar plexus, sacral, and root. So the lower chakras need to be balanced, and you always want to start with your root first, because that is your foundation. When you have a unblocked root chakra, you know that you are safe and secure, right? You know you're not so caught up on the materialistic things of life. You're able to center and ground yourself and focus on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. And that leads you to being more confident and creative, right? Unblocking that sacral, tapping into that sexual energy, and using it not only to get your cheeks clapped, but to actually create, right? Pour into those businesses that you want to start, those creative endeavors, right? And then when the sacral is opening, you're standing in your power, because you know that you're starting to build on solid ground. That opens yourself up to feeling confident, right? Feeling energetic, getting shit done, having that mental clarity. So that's something to keep in mind. So inspired inspired thoughts. Alignment brings incredible ideas, new thoughts, new decisions, new immediate action, new reality. So like I said, like with the Seven of Cups here, it's kind of like cipher through the opportunities that you have. Not every one of them is going to be good for you, and I feel like over the next couple of weeks you guys are going to be kind of picking through the ideas that you had, or even some projects that you started that you're realizing like, hey, this is not for me. And because you don't want to have your hand in too many cups, right? Because not all of them are going to bear you fruit. So it's time to focus in on the things that are in alignment with you. So I do see whatever you pour into, I get that it's going to start off kind of slow, but you should start seeing a turnaround towards the summertime is going to be very important for you guys when it comes to money matters. Whatever seeds you plant now, keep watering them, because the harvest is coming summertime, and it's going to be beautiful, abundant is what I'm hearing. It's so funny. Tink, what is the name of this one? Don't tell me you love me. Cut It Out is playing in the background. So for those of you who are dealing with a karmic, like she said, don't tell me you love me, cut it out, right? She bossed up and she left Buddy, okay? She realized he wasn't the one. He was holding her back. And some of you guys, she is holding you guys back. So don't be afraid to walk away from things that you know aren't serving you, that don't have your best interest at heart, because all it does is keep you stuck and stagnant. And it takes a toll on your self-esteem, right? You have to trust and realize in yourself that you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are sexy, you are the king, that bitch, the shit, whatever you want. Whatever you need to tell yourself, look in the mirror and affirm that shit, right? I am powerful, right? I am in charge. I have the mental clarity to make clear decisions, right? I have the energy to put effort into the things that I want to see soar and bear fruit, right? I am powerful. That is my favorite one, because once you start realizing your own power, okay, I'm from Florida, don't judge me, little country, then that's when you stop putting up with bullshit and start going after the things that you are deserving for. Also, stop putting limitations on your manifestations. You don't bring a bucket to the ocean, right, and expect to get all the water. So why are you looking at your abundance as a minute bucket in comparison to the ocean? If you get it, you get it. All right, so let's get for our affirmation cards for For this Mercury retrograde for this group is options. It says, as I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. And then we have vitality, and it says, I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant level life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chomp. So stand in your motherfucking power. Have that I said what I said type of attitude when you need to, and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. All right, so let's get on with our surrender messages, and then we're gonna close this out for group 1. Let's see. And my OCD is trying to kick in because it's like I need to put everything in its box because I'm done with it. Oh gosh, I love it. All right, so we have the first one, surrender to creativity, and it says let your imagination soar. And then we talk about that sacral energy. Don't use it just to create babies. Create some money endeavors, right? It says let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Then you have surrender your desire to control people. And these are the people who just don't know how to let go and let flow, right? Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And this, I feel like, is for a select group that also may be dealing with a divine counterpart that may be in separation. I do feel like that message with communication within the next week or so definitely resonates for you guys as well. But you gotta let go of control. Also forgiveness, right? Full moon in Pisces, forgive. I feel like this person may have done some things last year to you that was just kind of straight up disrespectful, and it forced a separation. But I'm also hearing self-accountability, right? So you have to take self-accountability for what you allowed. That doesn't excuse the nasty ass behavior, but take some responsibility, because people can only do to you what you allow. And I know sometimes we get caught up in these titles and we feel like, okay, I have to put up with this and I have to put up with that. No, the goal is to learn your lessons, right? So if you struggle with boundaries, right, this person is going to test you so that you can learn to have some motherfucking boundaries and stop letting people walk over you. And I feel like whatever this last altercation argument was, you had to uphold your battle. I feel like I just hear someone really going in, like, talk your shit, sis. And I can just feel this other energy where they're just replaying the last things that you said to them over and over. So I feel like this time around they're coming forward and they're moving a little bit different because they realized over the last month or so shit been tough without you, right? And they're realizing like how much you add value to their lives, how much you bring out the best in them, and they're not wanting to be mediocre and basic anymore. But you have to stop trying to control this situation. People heal at their own rate, right? So you can't force this person to heal at the rate that you're healing, right? As long as you're seeing progression, that's all that matters. But at the same time, don't stop your healing so someone else can play catch up, right? But you guys in this group, let go of control. Allow things to unfold naturally, right? Some of you guys are caught up on a timeline. When is this going to happen? When are we going to be together? When are we going to be in union? If we're not going to be in union, when am I going to meet a soulmate? Like, when am I going to get my life partner? Are you in a position to be with that life partner? Are you an energetic match for the things that you are seeking? If you haven't gotten them, 9 times out of 10, there's still some shit that you need to learn about yourself in order for you to be in a position to receive it. Because what's the worst thing? To get what we ask for and not be ready for it. And sometimes the universe will allow that shit to happen. They'll give you what you've been asking for just to show you how much you're not ready for it. And I fumbled a bag before on something that I wanted, but I just wasn't ready for it. I still needed to learn some shit in order to be able to appreciate it and really do what I needed to do with what I was asking for. So my guys definitely like dropped something in my lap, and I was just like, yay, I got it. I finally got it. My prayers have been answered. They was listening. And then it kind of went away because I didn't know how to manage it, right? And the same can go for love. If you have self-sabotaging tendencies, if you still have resentment within your heart space, forgiveness is big. Some of y'all need to forgive y'all parents. Forgiveness does not mean like you agree with what happened to you. It doesn't mean that you have to deal with these people. It's just a way to clear the resentment from your heart space, because a lot of you guys in this group are holding on to some resentment, and it's not just in like past relationships, like love relationships, but family wounds are running deep, and it's kind of like you guys feel like you have the weight of the world on the back of your shoulder, because you guys are probably the black sheep of your family. So you're here to bring about that change. And remember, as you heal, you're healing your lineage. So I feel like you guys feel like it's so much pressure. But that's why things with this divine counterpart is so crazy, because you have to unlearn these behaviors, right? So the generation that comes from you is not continuing those generational curses. All right, so the last one is surrender to your intuition. And that's crazy because in my personal deck, what did we get? Intuition, trust it. So this message is double down. Like, you guys, some of you guys know what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing it. You're kind of at like this standstill, right? You want to move forward, right? You see the opportunities coming your way. You just can't decide how to go about it, and it's because that root is not balanced and it's causing the lack of grounding, so you can't really see through the mental fog. So definitely sit and meditate if you guys can. So the last one is surrender to your intuition. It says tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So listen to your intuition. Clear out that mental fog. I know in some parts it's snowing, it's cold as hell. Well, cold as shit, because apparently hell is hot. So you may not be able to walk outside and walk barefoot in nature. But meditation showers are very beneficial when it comes to grounding and getting that clarity so that you can hear from your higher self and your guides and ancestors. All right, love bugs, that's what we have for pile 1. Next up is pile 2. Stay tuned. I was trying to get the red. Let's match the red. Shirt didn't happen. But what else? Why do I feel like I should stop the video and stop, like, continue to record? Oh, because that means less editing. Just cut through the bloopers. Okay, inhale, exhale. Let me take some mindful breaths for my damn self. So I believe this is Moonstone for pile 2. So my fellow Cancers, if you resonate with this pile, this is definitely your crystal of choice. Ooh, what y'all got going on? Got the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. Some of y'all have been stabbed in the back, but it's time to put the wands or the swords down. what happened, but you're kind of keeping yourself in this apathetic type of energy, in this despair energy, where it's keeping you trapped. And it's like, you see how this guy in the Seven of Wands is like, the swords are coming in trying to attack him, but he has this, like, he's very firmly planted right on the ground. He has his stance, and he's ready to attack. And that's how you guys are. You're ready to attack. You're triggered, right? Damn right. And it's so funny because Janae Aiko in the background trigger is playing. You guys are triggered. And it's keeping you in this very despair energy. The Five of Cups, right? You see, there's still 2 cups standing. Like, what happened. It's time for you to move on from it, right? Because the more you pour into it, the more you try to guard yourself against this person or this situation. Oh, shit. I didn't even look. What did I tell y'all? Forgiveness. It's time to move past it because it's blocking you from healing, all right? And it's also blocking y'all money. Financial discipline, because the Five of Cups and the Knight of Coins, when I put them back down, they landed on each other. You're not seeing the potential that this situation kind of was helping you build or kind of grow through, is what I'm hearing. Knight of Pentacles, Knights are very slow moving and extra slow when we talking about Pentacles, but it was necessary. It's kind of like you had to take the scenic route in this situation. You had to go through this betrayal, right? Because it's opening you up to understanding something about yourself on a deeper level. All right, let's finish getting through these cards. Yeah! Because now what is playing? Lost and Insecure. You found me. Oh, no, that, I know it's the Fray. It's not, I can't think of the name of the song, but it's by the Fray. But it's like Lost and Insecure, you found me. Lying on the floor, you found me. All right, so we have first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. So realize you still have 2 cups standing. You still have things to be grateful for. You also still have things going for you. 10 of Swords. Walking away from this energy of being stabbed in the back and betrayed, or I heard failure, feeling like a failure. It's something that you tried that didn't work out. For some, this is a relationship. For some, this is a project. For some, this is even trying to go back to school. Shit didn't pan out how you thought it was going to pan out. And now it's leaving you in this guarded space, and you're not seeing what's in front of you. Like, you still have so much to be thankful for, but also so many opportunities right in front of you. You can't see it because they're not going like this, right? But whatever that's left, it's what's going to be building that longevity for you, and especially in financial matters. It's time for you to healing, right? For those of you who have felt betrayed in a relationship, it's for your healing. It's for your own good, all right? Sometimes pain is the most powerful teacher, because we also have new moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. So this is kind of helping you guys realize those inner wounds, that doing that shadow work. Oh, shit. My personal deck, heal sexual wounds. So for a lot of you, this is with a partner. We got clean house. It's time for you to clean house. Your physical house as well as your metaphorical house, your house of friends and loved ones. Some people you just need to walk away from because they're no good for you. We have rich bitch attitude. Fear is stopping you. You're letting fear of the past repeating itself stop you from walking into your blessings, right? We have fall energy here. So I feel like this is something that happened in the fall with the individual that guys got you kind of like still stuck. But I also feel like we have May and fall here, environment, and then trapped is the last 2 cards. And then we have, oh shit, what did I say? I didn't even, like I said, I didn't look at these cards. I just shuffled them, left them face down, put them in a pile, and decided to look at them today to do the reading. But it's last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. And what did I just finish saying? You guys are stuck on something that happened in the past, and it's keeping you guys from moving forward. Need to let that shit go. Rich bitch attitude. Fear is stopping you. Fear of the past repeating itself is keeping you from opening up your heart space for someone else, the right person to come in, but it's also keeping you from making the right decisions going forward for yourself. You want to be guarded. You want to fight. You're seeing everything as everything and everyone against you, and you need to get out of that. You need to get out of this despair energy and step into your healing, because Spirit won't take something away from you that they don't plan on blessing you with much better. But you feel trapped. And it's stuck with ego and fear. So you need to let the guards down. Also, the betrayal could have been from a friend. Clean house. Time for you to get rid of the people who are no longer in alignment with you, because you don't want them to taint your blessings, right? Some of you guys are self-sabotaging. I just heard self-harming. I guess I should have said trigger warning. And it's not always like physically, well, like cutting yourself in that type of sense. Self-harm can look like playing into your addictions, escapisms, because if you know you have something to do and you're just laying in the bed avoiding it because you feel trapped, you feel stuck, you know, you're still hurt, you're still mourning over something that you know is you're ready to let go. My Cancers, Scorpios, Capricorns, feeling Virgo energy. I just heard Sag, Leo, Leo Venus, Scorpio Venus, Leo Mars, Scorpio Mars, and then we have Gemini and Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising is what I'm picking up on. So you could have this placement, or the people you're dealing with could have those placements. And it's time to let you guys go. Some of you guys are going to be moving in May, right? And I feel like some of you guys are kind of scared to take that leap of faith, to step out and move on your own. But this is what's necessary for you. I feel like some of you guys may have like some type of entrepreneurship, like a self-start business. And you're like, well, you know, you kind of hit a rough patch and you're not sure like how you're gonna make it. This retrograde is kind of forcing you guys to turn inwards. It's forcing you guys to heal the things that you guys have been just ignoring, especially for the ones block sacral, healing those sexual wounds. That's why you feel so trapped, imprisoned, and you can't move forward. You can't think yourself out of this. Gemini, y'all usually on your shit with the mental play, but for some reason these situations have left you guys feeling like just stuck, just trapped, and it's fucking with your money. But some of you guys need to learn a lesson with finances, because we also have surrender your addictions. I know this flow, if you watch the first video, is a little bit different, but that's what happens when I'm kind of like on a roll and the messages start going through. There's no rhyme and reason, so you might get things a little bit different each time. But anyways, so we have communication and the affirmation cards, no judgment, and the patience card. And why did I pick this card? I think I picked this pile. I don't know. I have to go back and look at my phone to see which pile I picked. Cause I'm like, can the message come through for me too or not? But anyways, right now it's the time for you guys to go deeper and learn more about yourselves. Surrender your addictions, right? And if you watch pile 1, I gave a personal situation where I said like Spirit gave me something that had been manifesting just to show me I wasn't ready for it, and it was something financial. I was manifesting a certain amount of money a month because I knew that I wanted to move. And what can I say? I like nice things. I like to be able to buy what I want to buy. But what sometimes we confuse having being careless or reckless with our money with having a lack mindset. And that's not the case. You don't need to spend money every day, all day. You know, sometimes it's better to save, put things aside. Not saying that you're not going to be able to have it in the future, but for these rough patches that I've been going through, like I broke my ankle, had I learned the lesson the first time around to stop spending, because I'm a real bitch. I'm like, I know I can manifest anything that I want, so why not? But I feel like, you know, the universe had to humble me real quick, you know, and I feel like some of you guys can resonate with that, like, because a lot of times we shop, emotional shoppers, I'm talking to y'all, weed smokers, I'm talking to y'all, drinkers, I'm talking to y'all, let's catch a nut and forget about it, I'm talking to y'all, heal those sexual wounds, right? Why is it whenever you guys get hurt, the first thing you want to do is hop to a new partner, get off and move on, right? You can't do that, because it's more damaging to you and your spirit than what you think it is, because you move past that. So some of you guys are kind of reverting back to old ways, and the universe is like, we're going to press pause on everything for you guys to get it. So expect Mercury retrograde to be that period of pause. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's time to stop looking at what's going on around you, but what's going on inside you. Why are you making these decisions when you know you've done the inner work to move past it? So you guys in this pile are kind of reverting back to old ways, and that's why it got you so guarded and ready to fight. Like, some of y'all are ready to tussle, but you have to have some self-accountability, because some of your decisions landed you into this situation. So and then it got you like a little fearful that you're not going to get out. So now you're feeding fear and ego. And you guys, this was more so for a healing lesson to prepare you for what's next, so you don't fumble the bag. So we have speak your world into being. So it's time for you guys to stop speaking negativity over your life and start speaking positivity over your life. Like, speak things as if they are already so. We don't manifest, we don't live in the future. I posted this on Twitter. We don't live in the future, so why are you post-dating your manifestations? You need to speak that shit as if it's already here. You're already enjoying it, right? So let go of that fear. Let go of that failed endeavor, right? It's time to kind of just let it go and move past it. So we have surrender to what is. It says flow with what is instead of fighting it. Let go and flow. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So instead of getting in your feelings because you're going through this tough cycle right now and thinking that the world and the universe is against you, start asking your guides, what am I supposed to be learning from this? You know, what is this teaching me? Also, what is this preparing me for? Because right before you level up, shit always act up. Like, things always go to shit. And that's how you know whatever you've been manifesting. I just heard a month. So within a month, so by February, this time next month, February, some of you guys are going to be walking into those blessings. And I feel like some people in this group, they have to be a little bit more patient. Because we do have the patient affirmation card, and that's kind of going to be your affirmation for this Mercury retrograde. You also got communication and no judgment, and that no judgment is hitting deep because you guys are judging yourselves, right? Instead of taking the situations that you've been through as the lessons that they were supposed to be, you're internalizing it and punishing yourselves, and that's not what the universe wants for you. And that's another reason why, you know, you can't get your foot from out of this chapter and fully into the next one, because you have to let go of this shit. So we have the no judgment card. It says, I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? So Time to stop being so hypercritical of yourselves. Virgo, Cancer, Gemini. Those three just stood out the most right now. And allow yourself some more patience and some more grace. Surrender to what is, but also surrender to your prayer, right? It says, give yourself completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you'll be heard throughout the universe, and the answers will and support will arrive. You guys are stuck looking at the fallen cups, the spilled cups that you don't see, that you still have two perfectly standing good cups, and you see the light, right? Get out of despair and look into the light and see that you have all that you need, right? But you're still focusing on what was. Let what was be, and then move on from it. Stop judging yourself. Stop self-sabotaging, right? Stop letting fear get in the way that this is going to be your only thing that's you're going to be known for, right? Walk away from this hurt energy, because you're this is slowly building you and preparing you for what's next, that is going to bring in some longevity for you. Oh, my nails look banging. Like, Stacey really did that. Anyways, so we have surrender your addictions, and it says whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So for the ones who think you can smoke it away, you can fuck it away, right? You can sleep it away. It's not gonna happen. You guys, and shit, some of this, I don't know if I can curse this much on YouTube, but anyways, some of you guys, this is ultimately the lessons. Like, you're kind of being your own blockage, and the universe is trying to get you to see, like, you're making these decisions that are bringing you back past these lessons that you've gone through and learned from. You're reverting back to old ways because things are not panning out how you think they should pan out. So this retrograde is definitely going to be hard on you, because you need to let go of some of these bad habits, these bad behavioral patterns, that mindset that tells you you're not good enough, like you can't bounce back from this. And if you really got real with yourself and you look at your life, like, you take yourself out of the pity party and start looking on the outside, looking in, you'll see, hey, look over there. You know, there's opportunity still happening. This is not the end. You know, love is coming. Peace is coming. Joy. Some of you guys need to surrender to joy. Have more fun. Even though things aren't how you want it to be. It's through laughter, right? Through joy, finding joy in even the most mundane of things, right? That shows the universe that we are grateful, right? We are happy enough beings to be open and receptive for what they may want to bless us with. You see how that goes? Like, that's why I love the law of attraction, but the sub laws just make the shit makes more sense, and people kind of graze over that, right? You want to be an energetic match for the things that you desire. So if you're stuck in disparity, how can you vibrationally open up to anything that's good for you when all you see is despair everywhere? The universe is not going to drop that package in your lap just for you to fumble it, right? For you to mess it up. So it's time to really reconcile with your own thoughts, your own behaviors, and ask yourself why you don't want to let something go. For some of you guys, this is a love situation that hurt you, and it's like, you know, it's time to move past it. You know it's time to let it go, but why don't you want to? Why do you still want to be angry? Because as soon as you let that anger go, you realize that you were the cause for some of the shit that happened, because you allowed it. You didn't advocate for yourself. You kept letting this person back in. You know, you kept taking their shit. You kept taking it, and then the universe had to show you, like, yo, you're so much better than this. So they allow some things to happen to you that you just don't want to let go of, because it's just like, it's too much. The betrayal was too big. And as long as you have someone to blame, as long as you can blame them, you know, you don't have to take self-accountability, and that's why you guys are kind of spiraling and things are kind of shitty right now. But things will change, you know. Next month I feel like it's going to be a great month. So we have, like, oh, I forgot about these. And like I said, paradigm shift. So, new experience is integrating. Now, materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, change. Like I said, this is preparing you for what's next. Inspired action. Take action when feel desire. Follow intuition. Synchronicity supported by the universe. Pay attention to the synchronicities that you're seeing. A lot of you guys are catching angel numbers 444. Your guys are there for you. 333. A need for mind, body, soul alignment. 222. You have that angelic assistance. 777. These are spiritual lessons. 999. You're closing out a cycle. 1010. A new beginning is integrating for you. You feel me? And then for some of you, this shit had to happen so that you can learn to love all of you. Manifesting from a place of love and contentment. I'm just saying. If you really want to see the table shake, manifest from a place of love. Not from a place of lack, not from a place of need, but a place of knowing that you got it, that you have that power, and that you love all of yourself, and you love the blessings that you already have. You're grateful for it. Manifesting from that space, watch things turn around like that. So we have the patience card, and it says, congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. And then the last one we have is communication, and it says, wonder how that other person's feeling. Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling. Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army, where there is a strict do, ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with the aphorism. So, communication is coming in hot for some of you guys. Are you going to choose to continue to stay in the past? Or are you going to leave the past behind you and speak from a place of love and not ego? Speak from a place where you want to be understood, not from that resentment, right? Because when we speak from that hate or resentful space, nothing gets resolved. And some of you guys are just needing to stand up for yourselves more, and learn to communicate more effectively. All right, love bugs, this is what I have for pile number 2. Moving on to pile 3. Where's my water? I'm parched. Oh, I don't know what crystals this is. I think this is tarot cards, surrender cards. Really think this is rainbow fluorite, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, no, I think it's rainbow fluorite. All right, so pile number 3. Let's get to it. Let's get it crack-lacking. So we have the 2 of Swords, the World, 7 of Swords, reverse, the Queen of Cups, followed by that surrender card, surrender to passion. So I'm going to leave that right on the Queen of Cups, because some of you guys, dream space, been real active on what you should be doing, right? There's some passions or some creative things that you want to be doing that you kind of just, you're stuck, right? You don't know which way to go. You see how this one, the blindfold is kind of just like, it ain't even tied behind her face. So you can easily pick a sword and take off the blindfold and make a decision. I don't know. So I feel like some of you guys need to check where Saturn is transiting your chart. Picking up on Aquarius energy from this group, Cancer energy, Moon energy heavy, Libra energy, Pisces energy, March seems to be significant for some of you guys as I pull out the surrender to trust. So something you've been manifesting is going to come in March for you guys. You just need to be patient. Then we have surrender denial. That Seven of Swords in reverse energy. Whatever truth you don't want to acknowledge, it's time to let it go. The Two of Swords, it's time to make a choice. Right, so we have adventure. Ooh, creativity. What did I say? Some of you guys need to put into these creative projects that you have in your mind. Ooh. Sorry, I got excited. We have adventure. Have some more fun. Let that hair down. Synchronicity. So we have first quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. Full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. Whatever truth was revealed, it was a doozy, and it really put you in your feels. And it's keeping you from, you're fired up. We got new moon in Aries. Go for it. So we have Aries energy, and then that surrender to passion, the creativity, you guys need to go for it. Aries energy, Emperor energy. So definitely taking more control. Releasing the past, make a decision. Could be Scorpio, could be dealing with the Scorpio. So we have, oh, what did I say? Have more fun. And then we have the playfulness affirmation card. Then we have the strength card, personal growth. Then we have write it down. How to manifest. Write it down. Some of you guys really need to write it down. Growing success. Money's coming in for you guys. It's just like we have the world card. A new circle is a new circle. Some of you guys will be getting a new circle, a new soul tribe. But a new cycle is starting. Like you guys learn what you needed to learn, but you're kind of still stuck. Like you know what you need to do, but you're in this indecisive energy. Also picking up for the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like you lack the foresight and the ability to plan out what you need to do. So that first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks, right? Realize your own strength. And it says, you are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. Excuse me. And based on what I know of mythology, probably with great hair and a six-pack. So some of you guys went through this tough little cycle. And now it's like, it was for your growth. It was for your own. I just heard personal development. So this is helping you develop something or develop into something or the version of yourself you need to be. And I feel like this Mercury retrograde is all about letting your hair down for this group. It's like you guys put in the work. As far as when it comes to healing, now it's time to, let your hair down, have fun, and get into planning and taking action towards the goals that this is more so of a planning period. I feel like by next month, you guys are going to be stepping into that power, that strength. March seems significant for this group. Yeah, see, like I said, spring. March seems very significant. And then we have karma at play. Oh, karma is at play. Blessings. Like I said, you guys, you did the work. you know, and now it's all about putting those lessons that you putting the lessons that is putting what you learn from those lessons into play. Because even in this card we had the growing success. So you guys are about to get what you've been manifesting. Like, you've been through the ringer, you've gone through the wire. Now it's a period of just resting, enjoying yourself. This retrograde is not going to be as bumpy for you. I see love coming in for some of you guys as you continue to work on that heart chakra. Sextile energy, where things are going to be a little bit more harmonious. Where there was conflict, expect things to kind of level out. Now for you guys, I feel like you guys are really strong manifestors, but you don't realize it. So it's time to start writing down the things that you want to accomplish. Get clear on what it is that, use this retrograde to get clear on what it is that you want to pursue next. If it's going back to school, which I feel like some of you guys do want to go back to school, but you're afraid of what you want to go to school for because it's out of the norm. You may feel like your family might reject the idea, but guess what? This is your life. You have to live it. So keep that in mind when you're making those decisions. Also, this is not the time to play it small. You want the blessings. You put in the work. You deserve these blessings. So don't let playing it small get in the way. So I think my next video is going to be on scripting. So this one I like, the say affirmations, because it says to state as I am, speaking things as if they are already so. Making sure you're speaking your speaking about your manifestations as they are already happening, giving thanks as if they have already come true. Pay attention to the synchronicities, not just angel numbers and not just the repeating numbers. You guys could be seeing like 1 2 3 or 1 2 3 4 like consecutive numbers. But pay attention to the odd numbers that you see as well. Like, you could be scrolling, you notice you see 167. Somebody needs to look that number up as well. 167 a few times, like on comments or something like that. Pay attention to your surroundings is what I'm hearing. So when you're outside, you get smacked in the face with a feather or a leaf, that's your guides trying to get your attention. This period is more so about rest, playfulness, because and tapping into or being one with your inner child, right? Because when little you feels safe and secure and free, big you feels safe and secure and free and can put more effort into the things that you want to do. Some of you guys are realizing your psychic gifts. Some of you guys may be getting pregnant as well. It's a lot of creation here, a lot of creativity, but creation energy here. With the Queen of Cups, I feel like you guys have been mothering. Some of y'all gonna find out y'all pregnant in Pisces season. I don't know, especially if you did the shadig around the end of last year. But anyways, I feel like with this Queen of Cups energy, you guys have realized your worth, right? You realize what you bring to the table. And you're in a place that you're more nurturing, but also nurturing yourself, right? You're pouring into yourself. Some of you guys may need to take a meditation shower. I don't know. I just get big queen dick energy from this. Somebody is about to boss up in a major way. And it's like, for some of you guys, you've been speaking on it. You've been saying this year is my year. What that song, DJ Khaled, A Boogie, whoever else is on that track, my year. Some of y'all need to go listen to that, put it on a playlist, because this year is your year. Last year was hell, and right now you're giving a brief chill period to kind of finalize some things. Some of you guys may be taking a trip, or have a trip planned, and you're kind of worried because it's like, oh, you know, I don't want things to go a little crazy because of Mercury retrograde, but you don't really have to worry about that because you're due for an adventure. And within inviting that playfulness, that playful energy, is helping you remove those blockages, those last little blockages that you were dealing with, which is mostly in your mindset, right? Sometimes you guys manifest things on accident, and it's because you just like, okay, I'm gonna get this, and you kind of forget about it. But when you focus on it, that's when self-doubt starts to creep in, that self-limiting belief starts to creep in, and then you're kind of just like, I don't know what I should be doing. Like, I don't know if I can get this, this, and you kind of psych yourself out and you create those blockages within your manifestation. So take this period to just affirm everything that you know, that your blessings are coming, honey. You know, you just have to make that decision to move forward, and put in the effort for it. Right, so we have playfulness. It says, I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. So like I said, invite that playfulness in, and it's all about inner child healing for you guys. So I feel like, although this is going to be a more easier period than the other two groups for you guys, some inner child work still needs to be done, because that self-doubt, that imposter syndrome, I'm hearing mother wounds, comes from that inability to always see yourself in the light that you deserve. Some of you guys need to stop playing it small, stop dimming your light for other people, and I feel like that's going to be brought to the surface for you guys. And the more you have fun, the more secure you start to feel in yourself, the more you make room for things to come in for you, and start to appreciate yourself in a way that you know you are deserving of the things that you desire. So we have personal growth. So yeah, like the last few months was hard for a reason, because there was a lot of things you guys needed to grow through, especially when it comes to your conscious mind. So we have, as I move towards greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they help me get to where I am, but now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. All right, so we have surrender, denial. It says, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Like I said, working on that heart chakra. So letting things of the past go. I feel slow. That's keeping blocks within your heart space, releasing those internal blocks, right? And I feel like for you guys, a past person is coming back with renewed energy, but I also feel like you guys are, especially for the ones that pop up pregnant now, listen. But for some of you guys, you finally, one of the lessons that you needed to learn was honoring yourself and your needs, which caused you to walk away from someone. Know that someone else is coming in to replace that person, because this person is going to be more in alignment with where you are in your journey and what you want out of life, right? So we have surrender to passion. I don't know, I just heard writer. So if you're a writer, screenplays, poets, some of you guys want to get into the music or video industry, like movie making industry. Somebody in this group is a young Issa Rae. It's time for you to pour into that. Stop letting the fear of failure psych you out. And I do feel like some off the wall opportunity that is going to come out of nowhere is going to happen for you during this retrograde season, and you're going to be like, oh no, I don't want to take it, like Mercury retrograde, no. But I feel like it's going to be a test. I don't think this is something that is going to be like a long-term thing, but it's prepping you for what's to come next in spring for you. So we have surrender to passion. It says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. And then the last card we have is surrender to trust. It says, trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path, right? So I feel like for some of you, some of the lessons that you went through where I said like you had to choose yourself, you were choosing yourself over your family, and it caused you some inner conflict, that Two of Swords energy, that indecisiveness. It's like, okay, I've stood up for myself, I put those barriers there, you know, I have my boundaries, but what do I do next? Because you're not used to going at things alone. Surrender to your own personal power. Now is the time to step into it and stand firm into it, because you've grown as a person and you're ready for whatever is next. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. I feel like this one was way shorter than the rest of them, but this group, y'all balling, about to be balling, and I love that for y'all. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I look forward to putting more videos out for you guys. I will leave my social media handles in the description box, as well as my booking site if you would like to book a personal one-on-one. Thank you guys for watching. I wish you nothing but peace, blessings, and abundance going forward, and a healthy new year. Peace out.